experts in Marrakesh say the goal of net zero emissions can be achieved. The answer may lie in carbon capture and storage, also referred to as CCS. But first, policy and financial commitments are needed to level the field for all clean energy technologies.
The Paris Agreement sets strong targets to keep temperatures well below 2 degrees centigrade, that's average global surface temperature, and it was very direct about what that meant for emissions. And it recognized that it had to get emissions down strongly and quickly, and we had to go for zero net emissions. That means sources and sinks roughly balancing each other by the second half of this century. So I think that it gave a very clear sense of direction, a picture of where we needed to go, and renewables, carbon capture and storage, all the technologies are going to be necessary in order to respond to that very big and strong challenge.
The 2016 CCS Global Status Report indicates that costs of carbon capture have reduced in the past decade, and that further efforts are underway on second-generation technologies to further reduce costs significantly. Such advances are projected to upscale the global use of CCS.
CCS is a big part. It's not the whole story, but it's a very big part of getting from where we are on those NDCs currently to where we want to be with that Paris Agreement. And I think this map fairly graphically shows that it's quite widespread around the world. And of course, we see that North America dominates, but we're now increasingly seeing projects under construction and operating in many other parts of the world, including, pleasingly, in the Gulf region, where we'd not seen anything for some time.
Market executives convened to build a business case for clean energy technologies, saying that they create a win-win solution: climate change mitigation and lower energy bills for consumers.
The renewable technologies have scaled up substantially over the past decade, in particular the newer forms of technology, large-scale wind and solar, and with that we've obviously seen very substantial cost reductions.
As you see depicted in the picture here is the central power plant for Stanford University, which is a private university located in California. And we had a project there where we converted their central energy power plant from a gas-fired combined heat and power system to an electric heat recovery chilled and hot water system. In doing so, we helped them, as you see on the slide, reduce their greenhouse gas emissions by 68%. And then 15% reduction in water use. It means savings to their bottom line that they can redirect and redeploy to other parts of their operations.
We invented a new material which is based on carbon and granite. You know, granite from your kitchen tabletop, and we can make granite bendable in using carbon fibers to stabilize the granite. The granite has the same specific weight like aluminum, so it's a lightweight material, and it also has the same flexibility like aluminum. That means we can use it in construction and building to replace steel and over time cement as well.
The Business Council for Sustainable Energy was very proud to be part of the panel discussion today that was all about taking technology and helping countries put it into action through their nationally determined contributions. They're basically mini roadmaps for the business community, expressing where they have energy or environmental needs, and then the business community can come in and help execute and deliver on those promises.
Well, I think out of Marrakesh, it's very important that we see the countries reaffirm their commitment to the Paris Agreement, and that they really take a lot of heed of the UNEP report that we're really not on track for 1.5 to 2 degrees. And I think what we're hoping that the nations of the world now start focusing on are policies that encourage all low to a zero emission technologies and don't particularly favour individual ones. I think that's the sorts of policy settings we need for CCS, but more importantly, they're the policy settings we need to achieve the Paris Agreement objectives at the least cost, whilst allowing economies to grow, for many developing countries to come out of poverty.